Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to learn the last part of the sentence structures, and that is the complex sentences. So in previous videos we had learned about the complex sentences, then we learned about the compound sentences. Now we are going to learn about the complex sentences. So let's see what we can learn in these sentences. So now what are the complex sentences? Complex sentences have an independent clause and also a dependent clause. Now what is an independent clause? A clause which gives you the complete thought, means it must have the subject, it must have as the verb, and it must has the object. So if these three things are in a sentence, we call it the complete thought sentence. So if we do not have any single out of it, we call it an incomplete sentence or incomplete thought clause. So it is also known as a dependent clause. So simply you can say that a sentence which has independent clause plus dependent clause, that kind of sentence is called a complex sentence. Now see here an example of complex sentence. When he won the award, everyone cheered. Now you can see this part or this clause of the sentence is giving us a complete thought. Everyone cheered, a subject and the verb. So it's a simple sentence and it is giving us the complete thought. But this part is not giving the complete thought. When he won the award, okay. If we say when he won the award, जॾहिं हुन award खटियो, so it creates a question in the mind. Then what happened? ठीक आहे, जॾहिं हुन अवॉर्ड खटियो त पोइ छा थियो? त उहो जॾहिं जेका शइ तव्हांजे ज़हन में सवाल क्रिएट करे त सम्झो त इहो जेका ॻाल्हि आहे उहा इनकम्पलीट आहे। त हीअ जेको असांजो जुमिले जो हिसो आहे इहो असांखे इनकम्पलीट थॉट ॾेई रहियो आहे ऐं हीअ जुमिले जो हिसो असांखे कंप्लीट थॉट ॾेई रहियो आहे। सो when we have two kind of clauses, one dependent and another independent, so when we combine these two kind of clauses we call it the complex sentence, because these kind of sentences create some kind of complexity. You can say हिकिड़ो मुंझारो था क्रिएट कनि, कॉम्प्लेक्स था थी वञनि, मतिलबु इंडिपेंडेंट ऐं डिपेंडेंट ॿई गॾिजी था वञनि, त अहिड़े जुमिलनि खे असां कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस चवंदा आहियूं। Now again see here we have one more example. Now that I have saved up, I can buy a bike. Now in this example you can see this part of the sentence or this clause giving us the complete sense. So we call it the independent. Independent mean to say something which can stand alone without any kind of a support. So this is the independent clause. And here you can see now that I have saved the money. हाणे विचे तो हाणे जीअं त मां पंहिंजी जेके आहिनि पैसा बचाया आहिनि, सेव कंदी आई आहियां, त हाणे मां छा कंदमि, ठीकु आहे। सो दिस इज़ गिविंग द हाफ सेंस और द इनकम्प्लीट सेंस. So it is creating a question in the mind that what will happen if I have saved the money. Maybe I give this saved money to the charity, or maybe I buy some sweets, or maybe I buy any bike or something like that. Okay, so the thing which creates a question in your mind and gives you the incomplete thought, we call it the dependent clause, and the part of the sentence which gives you the complete thought is called the independent clause. So dependent and independent, when they combine with the comma, we call it the complex sentence. Let's see one more example. Here you can see a complex sentence example. I took my umbrella, okay, because it was raining, okay, because it was raining here. So here you can see there is no any comma. I took my umbrella because it was raining. It's a simply written here. So I took my umbrella, it's a complete thought. Okay, because it was raining, it is giving an incomplete thought. So this is the independent clause and this is the dependent clause, and these both classes are connected with the because. So it's a kind of a complex sentence. Again, the same example is here: because it was raining, I took my umbrella. Now here you can see the sentence has been started with the with the subordinating conjunction, means it is started with the because, means with the dependent clause. So if the sentence is starting with a subordinating clause, subordinate conjunction, then you need to put the comma. Okay, then you need to put the comma. पोइ तव्हां हिते comma विझंदव, पर जेकॾहिं इहा ई because विच में बि अची वञे त पोइ तव्हांखे comma ॾियण जी ज़रूरत न आहे। ठीकु आहे, त हिन जुमिले खे ॾिसो, हिन में तव्हां because विच ते विधो आहे त ही सही आहे। ठीकु आहे, तव्हां सब्जेक्ट सां शुरू कयो आहे त पोइ हिते कामा जी ज़रूरत न आहे। पर जेकॾहिं तव्हां जुमिलो बिकॉस खां था शुरू कयो, डिपेंडेंट क्लास खां था शुरू कयो, त पोइ हिन जो जेको ॿियो पार्ट तव्हांखे जॉइन करिणो आहे त पोइ तव्हां हिते कामा ॾेई सघो था। दिस इज़ ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस. Now see more examples. Now because I was running late for work, then comma I was snippy with him. So here you can again see here is a comma. Why it is a comma here? Because it has already been used here. Because it अॻ में इस्तेमालु थियल आहे, सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शन अॻ में यूज़ थियल आहे, हिन जे करे हिते कामा अची वई। जेकॾहिं असां हिन पार्ट खे अॻ में रखूं हा त पोइ असां हिते बिकॉज़ ॾियूं हा, कामा न ॾियूं हा। Now to connect independent and dependent clause, you need subordinating conjunction. Okay, now we need to know that what are the subordinating conjunctions. So these are the words. Okay, conjunction, as you know, that conjunction is a word which joins two words, two phrases, or two clauses. So there are different kind of examples of coordinating conjunctions, like we have after, while, or since, and these kind of words create a dependent clause. And subordinate conjunction में जी after अची वियो, while अची वियो, since अची वियो, though अची वियो, इहे जॾहिं लफ़्ज़ कंहिं बि असां क्लास सां जुड़ंदा आहिनि त उनखे डिपेंडेंट करे वठंदा आहिनि। डिपेंडेंट मीन टू से अ क्लास विच कैन नॉट स्टैंड अलोन। उनखे कंहिं ॿिए क्लास जो सहारो खपंदो आहे। उहा मतिलबु अकेली अगरि असां डिपेंडेंट क्लास रखंदासीं त उहा ज़रूरु क्वेश्चन कंदी त उन खां बाद में छा थींदो। Okay, now let's see more examples. That what are the subordinating conjunctions? Now, subordinating conjunctions are the conjunctions that are used at the beginning of the subordinate clause. हाणे हेॾा ॾिसो, there are many examples of subordinating conjunctions. So conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions are like in comparison, we can use then, rather than, whether, as much as, whereas, and in time, after, as soon as, until, whenever, and in concession, though, although, even though, relative, who, were, reason, because, condition, if only, place, where, wherever, relative, adjectives, that, whatever, and manner, how, as though, and as if. So all these examples are actually the examples of the subordinating conjunctions. Okay, if you use these subordinating conjunctions, then what will happen? Your clause will perform a role of dependent clause. Okay, it would not be able to stand alone. It again needs another clause which should be the dependent one. त हीअ जेके लफ़्ज़ आहिनि जंहिं बि तव्हां उन सां क्लास सां जोड़ींदव उहे उनखे डिपेंडेंट ठाहे छॾींदा, मतिलबु उन जो पूरो कंप्लीट सेंस न ॾींदा, इनकम्प्लीट सेंस ॾींदा। Now there are a lot of examples related to dependent, related to the complex sentence. Now here you can see there is example number one: because my coffee was too cold, I heated it in microwave. Okay, so here you can see the word because. Okay, here the word because is what? It's a subordinating conjunction. ठीक आहे, सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शन अॻ में आई आहे त पोइ असां हिनखे कामा ॾेई छॾी आहे। ईअं ई जेको आल्दो वर्ड आहे इहो बि सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शन आहे। आफ्टर वर्ड सबऑर्डिनेटिंग आहे। वेन एवर, बिकॉज, इज़, एज़, इहे बि सभई जेके वर्ड्स आहिनि इहे सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शन्स आहिनि। Again, there are more examples related to the subordinating conjunctions. Wherever we have, although we have, and because we have, so again though we have, after we have, so all these are the examples of subordinating conjunctions. And subordinating conjunctions makes a kind of a clause which becomes a dependent clause. When dependent clause combines with the independent clause, they make a complex sentence. And here is so now that even though since when you in case ये जब जेके भी word sign ये subordinating conjunction sign. Now although again we have when, we have after, and many more other words are subordinating conjunctions which are making a clause is a dependent clause. Okay, so this is the end of the sentence structure, because as you know, we learned about the simple, then we learned about the compound, then we learned about the complex sentences. So these three kinds of sentences are very much important to learn, because when you do any kind of composition, you need to write few sentences in simple and few sentences in compound structure, and many other into the complex structure. So here again I want to revise a little thing. तेरी सो तमाम the he जेको आहे, I took my umbrella because it was raining. हाणे तेरी सो because जेको आहे उहो विच में आयो आहे, सही आहे। ऐं हीअ जेका dependent clause आहे इहा आख़िर में आई आहे. So we can switch these dependent and independent clause. It's not always necessary that because will always come at the next part, or after the after the dependent clause. I mean to say that we can switch these kind of classes. Okay, here the dependent class is at the next part, and here you can see the dependent class is at the first part. त असां हिननि खे स्विच करे सघूं था, हेॾां जी होॾे करे सघूं था, पर जेकॾहिं असां हिते सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शन था विझूं त पोइ कामा न ईंदी। अगरि असां सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शन अॻ में था विझूं त पोइ असांखे हिते कामा ॾेई सघूं था। So this is all about the complex sentence. I hope you learned it well. Thanks. Have a nice day.